Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the
Welcome
Unbreakable
back.
Sentai podcast. I'm James.
I'm Darius.
And I'm Noah.
What number are we on, Darius?
36.
39.
Dang.
You're getting there.
I'm not.
The weird thing is you're keeping in line with what you said
Always
the last
within
time.
like 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
About to hit number 40.
You know, exactly. You know? And you know what? Think about that. That's it's almost 2 years of podcasts.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then we start in February.
Almost.
Well, I mean, it's 12 podcasts away. 13 from 2 years of podcasts. 52 weeks a year.
Look at James over here doing quick maths.
Quick maths.
Quick math.
Something made me happy. Yesterday,
Oh, yeah?
I went to the gas station out by Amy's house. Amy lives in Naperville. And
What's her address?
Yeah, right. I was like, I'll just blur that out for you. Don't worry.
it's not an address. This is a
Yeah,
town.
dogs
Naperville's
are
a big
Doxing
place.
people.
But,
Hey, Trisha, do you mind if I dox you on this?
But went to the gas station and I bought some chips and a drink, and the cashier was black, and he was like, "Oh, that'd be $9.34," and just the way he said "fo," like made me feel comfortable
Yeah.
because like it was just like how city people say it,
Yeah.
and like I just haven't heard anyone say "fo" in a while, and it's just like kind of like. Oh, I'm from Mexico, and then like I come to America, and then like I'm around all this English, and like someone just speaks my language, and like kind of makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It was nice just hearing them say that.
That's fair. I was kind of focused on when you said he was black, and I was like, what happened to him?
And you witnessed the change.
got him.
Yeah, right. He just no.
Like Thanos, but just becoming white.
Yeah. Or the implication that Darius changed the man to being white, just took his blackness from him, just stole the melanin.
Mine.
it's a bad superpower. Just suck the melanin out of people.
I mean, it's a good superpower when you like want to fuck over other people. You can do it in reverse. So
Oh,
like
you
make
give
Trump
melanin?
black. To be like.
Live like that, asshole.
Yeah, no.
Would Trump just shoot himself?
Probably, dude.
if he just suddenly woke up black?
Probably.
Trump strikes me as the type of person that would.
No, I'm Donald Trump. You gotta trust me. Going straight to jail.
I'm sorry, you did. What was your taxes? You do understand you're black now, right? America.
Sounds like a good like Dave Chappelle bit or
Right?
Key and Peele bit.
100%. Dude, I was thinking it's like not a Christmas story, but the one where the guy gets visited by the spirits.
A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, something like that.
It's the Scrooge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he just wakes up and he's no, I'm white. It was all a dream. Opens his window on Christmas morning. Yeah. Let's email Chappelle. You've got his email right there. Just shoot him one.
Yeah. I totally got his email. All those black people got each other's emails. We gotta stay in tight knit. I never answered the question you asked me a couple days ago. James asked me a question randomly. Darius, what would you wear in a race war?
Dang.
And something happened where we got distracted. But now I'm thinking about it, I'll probably just wear my black gym shoes, Nike, my black sweatpants shorts. I don't know if I'll go black tank top or black t-shirt. I just don't know. I'll say t-shirt because I can roll the sleeves up if I need to. Tank top, you can't roll the sleeves down.
It's true.
You know.
Yeah, it's the same reason why.
And I would get a
winter is better.
like African colored bandana, like green, black, red, and throw that around my head as a bandana, and probably wear that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Let me clarify. The reason this happened is because
There's no need to clarify. What do you need to clarify for?
Well, no. I'm
James just asked me what do I wear during a race war.
Well, no. There's a little bit of goodness behind this because we're thinking about putting up a picture of Malcolm X in our work. like a window
Yeah.
perforated thing over the window. And I was thinking about it, and when I saw Malcolm X, because it's the really good one of him like kneeling in the middle of
some mosque or something.
yeah. But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, Darius would probably look good in like the Black Panther fatigues. You know how they like a lot of them wore like the army fatigues with the beret.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Darius would look good in that. I wonder, would he wear that in the race war? This also, Darius has a Black Panther Party sticker on his water bottle.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like thinking that, and then I asked him, and then like he said, he got distracted, so I wasn't able to tell you that was my thought process at the time. So I kind of wanted to clarify why I said that question.
You're not just thinking about the race war.
Exactly.
Now the question goes to...
We talk about that a lot, by the way, because we know that the whites aren't going to win. And I'm trying my best to get Darius to sign off that I'm one of the good ones, because we're not going to win, and that's okay.
The question goes to both you guys. What would you guys wear during the race war?
Does it matter?
Well, we're
It's
going
just
to lose.
It's just a hypothetical.
So, I mean, he's right. It doesn't matter. We're going to lose.
Dude. Just something comfy. So whatever the hell I always wear.
Yeah.
Fucking sweatpants.
I mean, if you're going to die comfortable,
Yeah,
right?
It doesn't matter what I look like when I'm in a mass grave, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They'll pile the dirt on you no matter what. I don't know. I don't know, you know? Whatever makes me fit in with you. I'm going to be by your side, Darius. Second one.
Like the fucking slave maiden. Well, he's like on a pile of bodies. You're at his like leg.
Yeah, Slave Leia.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. You got a topic?
Yeah. I've got my. I was gonna ask you guys if you guys have ever had near-death experiences like I've had them. Because let me go into my near-death experience that happened this week. So I was driving, and people in Illinois do not know how to drive.
People around the world. They'll just say Illinois. People are
It's
stupid everywhere.
Illinois, dude.
I've never had this many
Fucking-
problems in Michigan
Dude.
or Wisconsin whenever I drove.
For real.
I would drive in Wisconsin on New Year's Eve. So one of the drunkest.
Yeah.
And never had problems. And at fucking 4 or 5 o'clock. In the last 2 months, I've almost gotten into 4 accidents because assholes pull out in front of me or people try to get into my fucking lane while I'm right there. While I look at them and they literally are looking the opposite direction while coming into my lane.
I would argue this.
Yeah?
There's more assholes in Illinois than Michigan and Wisconsin. So that's why you have problems driving than more bad drivers.
I mean, it's still drivers.
That's fair. I'd say I can agree with that, but I would still say that they're bad drivers.
I mean, I guess you can also argue an asshole on the road equals a bad driver.
Yeah. So that number goes up. You know, that Venn diagram is just a circle.
Because you're putting us all in danger when you're being an asshole on the road.
Yeah, when you're driving 4 tons and decide to come into my lane, you can go fuck yourself. So I was driving, and I look to my left, and there's nobody in the lane behind me. There's like 2 car lengths between me and another car. And I'm like, okay, I can get left to get around this semi that's in front of me. And then from his left, a truck is flying that I couldn't see because a car diagonally away from me was in their sight. And he zooms past that car and gets into my lane as I'm like 3/4 of the way into the lane. So this is mine. Like, you can't take this from me. And he comes in as like hard as possible. And I have to spin my wheel right to get back into my lane so I don't get smashed into a truck who's going to smash me off the road anyway. And then I'm like, okay, I can't go into this ditch because this ditch is like 6 feet deep. And it's like at 75 miles an hour, I'm going to die. More than likely. So I go left to try to get back into my lane. Start turning perpendicular into 3 lanes of traffic. Go, I can't let that happen. Turn right one last time. Do a fucking 360 in the middle of 2 lanes, the 2 right lanes of traffic.
The middle of the fucking expressway.
The middle of the expressway at 4:00, so rush hour.
When everybody gets off work.
Exactly. So, yeah, that happened, and I was, like, able to stop, get slammed back into drive, and then keep going, and there was no accident, but, like, so close to death. And I looked at my cat when I got home, and I went, "You almost never saw me again." And her response was, "Meow," because she's a cat.
Well, looking
Feed
away.
me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're here now, though, so, like, come on, let's get this show on the road. You gonna pet me or
Shake
what?
it off.
Yeah. Come on, champ.
That was like 5 minutes ago, man.
Yeah. What, you've never driven sideways before? So, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if I almost got hit by a car one time when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah? Middle of the
the
street, or?
Yeah, middle of the street. Me and my uncle were in the city, crossing the street, and we just got done shopping. And I had bags in my hand, and it was like a 2-lane street
Okay.
where it was a red light. One car pulled up all the way to the stop to the white line on the street, and we're crossing, and it was a big truck, so you couldn't see, like, the other lane. The other lane was empty, so I just started walking. Do. Maybe I was just a kid and couldn't see over the car because my uncle's super tall, maybe he saw over the car.
Yeah.
But I started walking, and literally walk in front of the car coming up to the fucking, like, stop line, but he's going fast and literally about to hit me, and my uncle snatched me back so fast that the bags I was carrying, like, went forward as my body went back and hit the car.
Nice. Jesus.
Damn.
So I got super lucky there. And then there was another time where I wouldn't say life-threatening, but I almost lost my eye. It was me and my cousins. We were in my grandma's basement, and we were being stupid kids.
The best kind of kids.
Yeah, my older cousin, Chris, he had a BB gun for some reason. And,
Hey, Jerry's looking here. Pow.
yeah, he had a BB gun, and he, like, aimed it straight at my face for some reason. I don't know I don't know why, what happened, but he shot it, and, like, it literally, like, hit the pole behind my head.
Oh,
Like, it was super close to my fucking eye. I would have most definitely lost the eye.
Jesus.
God damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm trying to figure out any other life.
Was he too old for you to beat his ass after that?
Yeah, he's, like, 6 or 7 years older than me.
Okay. So
so
just a
he's-
piece of shit.
Yeah. He was sorry for it. Maybe it went off by accident.
Mm.
Still, I mean, but still,
Yeah.
like, we shouldn't have had BB guns, but
Kids want BB guns.
kids want BB guns, yeah. And yeah, that happened, and I'm trying to figure out if anything else crazy happened. I don't think so. Nothing coming to mind right now.
Yeah.
How
Is
you
that-
know?
Yeah, I haven't had like a near-death experience. Like, I've broken my arms, but those weren't like...
Life threatening.
Yeah, that was just a dumb kid.
Yeah. I wasn't 1 second and one bad decision away from
Yeah, like I
loss
wasn't
of
in like death, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Lucky.
I was like jumping on my parents' bed with like my brother, and like I guess I jumped wrong and I was like flying off, so I caught myself by like extending my arms out, and it broke I think my right arm.
I thought you were gonna say you broke them both. Just snap, like twigs.
Yeah.
Did you see your life flash before your eyes when you saw the oncoming traffic coming towards you?
No, dude, that's the weird thing is I was calm and collected the whole time.
Damn.
So like it was straight up because I was like but like it wasn't like it was I know what I'm supposed to do and that's about all I can do. Weep. But as I was doing the 360 and saw the oncoming traffic though, I was like super quick making a mental note and I was like 4 cars between us, 6 cars between us, 4 cars between us, 6 cars. Like they were stopping, and I'm like, okay, everybody else has brakes, and we're good. Okay, fantastic. As I was spinning, so I knew that I had a second when I stopped. That I just went, whew, and then slammed into park, I slammed into park, and then back to drive because I was in drive, but my car wasn't moving, and I was like, I don't want to hit gas right now. I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, and then I forgot to mention the other part. As I started driving after the spin, I look in my rear view mirror and I'm getting Resident Evil 2'd where there's a semi coming at me honking his horn, and I'm like, you saw what happened, bro. I have no control right now over where I'm at. And he kind of went to the right of me, but like there was space, so he didn't crash either. But I was like, can you... the honk is nice. I understand. You're worried? You'll be fine.
I think, like you said, he was like, I can't do anything but honk.
Yeah.
He probably couldn't like stop fast enough.
100%. Yeah. And I'm sure that honk wasn't a honk of get out the way. That
like,
honk was, sorry, I'm killing you.
Yeah.
It's like
Or
you
warning.
have to deal with this problem immediately.
Exactly.
Figure it out.
Like, you and I both know what's happening here, man. I haven't told any of my family yet, so if any of them listen to this podcast, they'll hear about that right now. But yeah, man, good stuff. Gotta love it.
Any near-death experiences in Michigan?
No. I was thinking about it. There's a lot of guns and a lot of snowmobiling shenanigans and some go-karting things, but no, I don't think any near-death experiences. I did, in case people didn't know, I did get robbed at gunpoint at GameStop though, so I don't know if you'd count that. It was a gun and it was pointed at me.
But you don't know if it was loaded or not.
Right. So,
He
I
could
mean,
have been faking it.
exactly. It could have been not a real gun.
It felt real. But...
Yeah. I was fair enough of mind to go, I've seen guns and that looks real enough that I'm not going to chance this. So.
Yeah. GameStop's not worth
Exactly.
the action.
It's just, dude, I'm on your side. I'll open this safe up
Yeah.
real quick.
You must really need this, bro. I got you.
Dude, 100%. I was like, I opened the registers for him, and I was like, hey, dude, just so you know, like, the safe's on a timer, so you gotta wait if you want what's in there. And he's like, really? And I'm like, I'll show you, dog. Like, I'm not lying to you. You got a gun. And he was like, I'll just leave. And I'm like, cool. I'm gonna follow behind you. Yeah. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna follow behind you, but like, I'm just locking the door, man. So like, don't think I'm trying to stop you. And he's like, nah, I get it. You're good. And I like followed behind him, locked the door, shut it, and it was like, have fun, you know?
At least wear a mask.
No, he had sunglasses though.
Dang.
But he got caught almost immediately, I guess, because I definitely went and picked him out of a lineup and was like, that's the guy.
Damn.
Like the next weekend or something.
Like you went to the police station?
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't have a car at the time, so the police came picked me up to go point at him, and I was like, whatever.
Damn.
That was great, too, because that day I had, like, higher-ups coming to talk to the manager, and, like, my district manager was like, do you still want to do that? And I was like, fuck yeah, I still want to do that. I'm full of piss and vinegar, dog. I got loads to talk about. And then I was like, yeah, man, I can just, I can go back to work. And they're like, you're not going back to work. And I'm like, why not? I just got robbed at gunpoint. Like,
Yeah,
I
right.
can still close.
It's not like he shot me.
Exactly. And they were like, no, you have today and tomorrow off with pay. And I was like, look, man, that's your words. I'm cool with whatever. Like, I'll take it.
You
but
said it. See you later.
Pretty much.
How much do you guys even carry in the cash register at GameStop
Probably
at all
not
times?
enough.
Like
Yeah.
$300 at the max.
At the maximum. Like, it was nothing. I think he was banking on, because Uncharted 4 came out at the same time, and I think he was just banking on people that came in and
Who
bought
doesn't pay
it.
with card?
Yeah, exactly. And like, I think he just ended up getting like $100-something. Like,
Well,
if
he didn't get anything.
no, he got nothing. And it was funny though, because when he came up, he was like, "Hey man, I'm really sorry about this," and my back was turned, and I was like, he's gonna cancel a pre-order for Uncharted. That's fine. And I'm like, "It's cool, man." Turned around and saw the gun, and I was like, "It's still cool, man. What do you need?" like you got me in the bag. Like,
Do you get a different charge if you rob a store versus a bank? Is there a different?
Yeah, because I think it's the difference between like larceny and grand larceny. You know, like I think it's based on the dollar amount you take,
Sure.
and I guess the number of. I would assume also the number of people in danger.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a person who kills one person versus like shoots up a mall. They're gonna get a different charge,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even if they only kill one person the amount of danger. I
Sure.
think would do it. So I think it's got to be different, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I'm not a cop, so.
I don't think. Would you say like judge or something?
Nah, man, I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop.
Cops are pretty well versed in.
Yeah,
murder
they know
law.
every law. That's the
Yeah,
law.
Yeah, that's why they're so good at their job.
Exactly. That's why they're the judge, jury, and executioner.
Say that again.
Fucking cops. Yeah, so those near-death experiences, those are fun.
I was thinking about trauma lately.
Trauma.
And how everybody has trauma.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I was thinking about like my trauma, and then I was thinking about does trauma necessarily like have to be in people's lives for them to progress in their lives, as in like become better? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like everybody has trauma, and is that a necessary part of life? And does trauma shape who you are as your personality, or just who you are as a human being?
I think trauma does shape who you are, but I don't know necessarily if I would absolutely say trauma is the only thing that shapes who you are.
Yeah,
you know?
I would say it's other stuff, but I would say trauma does like shape.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's the only thing, but
I would say too maybe that trauma would like makes or breaks a person. You know, like because there's the two ways of dealing with trauma, which is like dealing with it and moving on, or like keeping it.
Yeah.
Not like that they're like keeping it on purpose, but like the idea that like you hold on to your trauma mentally so that like it constantly is a reminder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was thinking about like I don't know, a lot of my trauma was like for years I didn't think it was trauma until I got older and figured out, oh shit, that was a impact on my life. For example, like when I told you about my uncle would like make me watch the videos of the
Beheadings.
Yeah, beheadings from I don't want to call them terrorists.
Radicals.
Yeah,
Whatever you want to say. People know what you're getting at.
Yeah, back
There's not
in
a whole lot of beheading videos. That
Yeah, beheading videos of like Marines, like army people in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like at first I was just like, oh, this is weird, and he'll make me watch them, and then like now I'm realizing like, yo, that was.
It's fucked up.
And
Yeah,
I still
probably
think
not
about
so-
it to this day, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'll also think about that time when he made me like kill that mouse with the knife.
What? That's insane.
The mouse was on like a glue trap, and it was
Oh.
like,
You're good. You're good.
he's like, we gotta get rid of it. He's like, either we can't just throw it away in the trash. He's gonna starve to death and just do that. So he's like, you
Right.
gotta kill it. He gave me the biggest knife in the kitchen.
Jesus.
but I understand he's probably just trying to like, that was his way of trying to like teach me a lesson.
Yeah, like sometimes this is how, like this is the best option.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, so like, I don't know if that's necessarily bad or good, but that's most definitely a huge memory in my mind. But also like I like think about times when with my mom, like a trauma. Like I remember I hated studying for like spelling tests with her because she would just like get angry, and I think it was just mostly just stressed out because I'm working, I'm a single mom, and I'm trying to do everything by myself, you know?
Yeah.
Juggle everything.
And like if I would like get a like word wrong spelling, she would like slap me and just like yell at me and shit, and like I'm
I'm a kid. I'm trying.
yeah, and I for years I thought I was like, oh, this is my fault, you know, I can't get it right, but like as an adult, like there's no way to fucking do anything to a kid, you know?
You won't get it right. You just gotta like keep going.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
And then I think about like my relationship with this girl I used to like. Her name's Diamond. I told you guys about it, but like the relationship I had with her was like so intense in my life, and like she didn't treat me right as a human being, and like I was wrestling with, I don't know, staying like keeping a relationship with her, trying to make her happy for years, and like it fucked me up on like looking at relationships and how to treat people, because I thought like all this is somewhat normal.
Yeah.
And like this is, how some relationships are, and like, or you're just supposed to like stick through it. And like at first I didn't think anything of it, but now I look back, that was kind of,
It was a toxic situation.
yeah. And like that kind of traumatized me of how I looked at relationships for a long time, because like I was dating a girl afterwards after her, and like I would find myself kind of like doing the same things that Diamond did to me to her, thinking like, oh, this is just like how relationships work. And like I guess all that stuff kind of built me to like who I am today, and like me just being me. But those like terrible trauma related things, I don't know if I'm better for it or not better for it.
Yeah.
I guess. And I don't know, is there a real answer to that question?
Yeah, I don't know if you'd ever say like necessarily if it's like it made you the best you are right now, that sort of thing. But I definitely think you could say that it made who you are.
Yeah.
I think saying like better or worse is like it's a weird way to talk about a person, like who a person is, because it's like, who's to say what is a better version of you,
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody knows what a perfect version of a person is, but like that's impossible. So I would never say it's like like there is a possibility that there was a better version of who you are now,
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely say you're Darius, and it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, true that. But I don't know. It's just it's weird thinking about it, but because also sometimes like people's traumas can bring people together because they can relate from certain traumas, which is a super.
When you're not alone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Like, thing that happened.
Yeah, it's just a super interesting thing of like people interaction where terrible things could bring two people together to make a great thing. And it's weird, but it is what it is.
I did a thing like that when I was in like late middle school, early high school for a good long while. Because I went through this thing in my school called like grief counseling, for like the fact that my mom and my brother died like in the same year. And real talk, by the time that started, I had not necessarily gotten over it, but I had accepted it and everything and like moved on. And I completely used it even in early middle school, because I think I was in like 7th grade or no, I was in like 6th grade. I just used it to get out of class because I knew.
What would you say? Like,
no, I would just talk about like, be like, no, like I'm pretty okay with it overall. And of course the person would be like, it's okay, I know you're not, but like whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you'd be surprised about how okay I am with it. Like this wasn't a sudden thing. I've prepared myself, but I knew that like people needed that. And I guess they thought I was like, they're like, you're a really good example of like how you can kind of get over your pain and stuff. They're like, do you want to come and talk to people who are like going through this for the hospital? Like they were like, do you want to come in and talk to families who have parents or children who are like on their kind of deathbed with cancer? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't need this, but I know other people will. Yeah. So if I can just by talking help people, fuck yeah, I'm down. Like, take me to that place.
What'd you say? How do you even start that?
Dude, I don't even know. Because they started it. They were like, hey, like, they basically had like 6-7 people up on a chair, and I think I was the youngest. But they were like, yeah, these people have gone through what you're going through. Ask them any questions, like, whatever, they can do. And I just think you remember before the, like, events, I was just reading Death Note. Because it was out at the time. And my person came up to me, like, the person who talked to me and everything was like, hey, I see you're reading Death Note, like, I saw this, and gave me the manga Bible, and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
What's the manga Bible?
It's literally the Bible, but like with American drawn manga. shit. So it was like manga Jesus and like dude, it was fucking.
How thick is it?
It's just this. It gave you the supercuts. You know,
Nice.
It gave you Jesus
The
was
good
cool.
stories.
Yeah. I do distinctly remember that I think somebody at the end had 2 Uzis, and I was like, "What is this shit?" Because it was in modern day at the end of it,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
was like,
What the
"What the
fuck?
fuck is this shit?" And I showed my friends. I was like, "You see this fucking shit?" But I think they were like, "Oh my god, he's got to be like hurt. He's reading something called the Death Note," and I was
Right.
like, "No, it's fiction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dope.
Don't worry about it."
It's a crime mystery.
Yeah, it's it's Sherlock Holmes, but from Moriarty's point of view, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about it. But no, kind of like what you were saying, that like people can come together to help other people get through that trauma is like a super nice thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why you get like a sponsor for like AA.
Yeah. Yep. Because that, like, just having that one person whose job basically it is to like believe in you can really fucking help
Yeah.
people. Yeah, AA is what finally got my dad to stop drinking.
Oh,
So
yeah?
like,
Oh,
yeah.
fun fact: the dude who started AA attributed a lot of his progress to LSD, and he got a lot of shit for it.
Is that really a negative though?
Well, like it's the people like in AA were like, "Oh, you can't say that." Like,
Yeah.
They
you
don't.
can't say
Yeah.
another drug helped you.
Is,
get off
is
alcohol,
LSD
right?
addicting?
It's not.
It's not addicting.
No.
Does it
I
hurt
I
you
haven't-
at all?
Technically,
Well,
no.
it depends, I guess.
It
like,
changes your levels of
It-
like serotonin and whatever, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's
Yeah, LSD blocks your serotonin reuptake inhibitors in like your brain. So like there's nowhere for the serotonin to like be kind of taken in by your brain, so there's just an excess of it.
Sounds dangerous.
It can be, but a serotonin overdose is very difficult. Like you'd have to drink like pure LSD in a large amount to actually die from it. And blotters are just like 100 micrograms at the most, which is just like a drop maybe.
And to put into perspective, didn't the guy who made LSD, he took like 1,000 times the normal dose?
Yeah, he took like 10 times the normal dose, and he had like a fucked up trip. Like it was intense.
Is that the
but-
bike ride story?
Yeah. Bicycle day. I think it's like the day after or before 420 too. Which is
Jesus
pretty funny.
But yeah, I can see it because Alcoholics Anonymous is very much so a substance abuse program now, whereas when it started, it was alcoholism.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't all substance. It was, yo, drinking fucks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
your life, gutter. Don't even realize it. So,
So obviously we know some of your trauma. Is there any other trauma you think might have made you who you are now?
no, I think it's just that, like, because my brother dying affected me far more than my mom, but that's just because my mom had cancer for, like, 6 years. We all knew what was happening. And then 3 months before my mom died, my brother just died. It was just like, you want to explain yourself? And then you look over and it's just, dead. And it's like, oh, well, I guess he can't.
How did
So-
he die?
So he had pneumonia, but I guess after they, like, autopsied him, he had pneumonia in both lungs, but there was also, like, cancer stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
So kind of runs in the family a little bit. Like, cancer can't run in the family, but I guess just there's a predisposition to
Yeah.
things in my family. But no, my brother was kind of weird too, though, because I think he knew that and just hid it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, there were a lot of weird situations, like, the year before. Because there was a thing where he would go, like, he went to a palm reading or whatever, because he was, like, very heady. And
Spiritual.
yeah,
All right.
exactly. But, like, in the way of, like, he wasn't, like, super into it.
You're not like crystals and shit. but-
Exactly, but he definitely believed in, like, ghosts
Spirits
and
and- yeah.
absolutely. But they, like, straight up, he went multiple times throughout his life, and every single person looked at him and they straight said, "You are going to die when you're 18."
Damn.
And they had it outright, like, age 18 is when you die. And that's when he died. So,
Shit.
like,
God
shit's
damn.
pretty rough. But the last conversation he had with his boss, because like this was when he was 18, because he worked with my dad, when in construction. The dude was like, "Hey, Mike, what's your plans? He's like, what are you gonna do with your life? When you're done with school and when you leave." And he's like, "I'm not leaving." And then he's like, "What do you mean you're not leaving? You're young and like fit and whatever. You should go do whatever you want." And he's like, "Nah, I just want to work with my dad as long as I can because I'm not going to be around much longer." And the dude was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then, like, no shit, 4 months later, he died. So I was like,
Christ.
Like, what the hell did you know? You know? Like,
Wow.
you must have known something was up.
Yeah.
To be that confident that you weren't around for that much longer.
Fuck.
But yeah, I guess I would say another traumatic experience is what happened when I was like 14, when I refound his best friend, and just like it was in the town we live in. I was just walking around on my own, and I was like, "Oh hey man, like I haven't seen you in ages." And he looked at me and he was like, "Oh shit, what's up? Come over to my house, let's hang out." And we hung out for a while, and like a year later, he was like, "Yeah, I'm really glad you reached out to me because all of your brother's friends thought you were going to kill yourself." And I was like, whoa. I was like, what? Because I never thought about doing stuff like that, you know? I was like, did I really look? Like, I had to look in on myself. I was like, did I really outwardly look that morose?
Yeah.
That, like, people around me looked at me and went, like, hey, that kid's not going to last. Like, and I was like, shit. Not that it was, like, traumatizing to hear that, but it was definitely a step back of, like, I didn't know a person could look that bad, especially, that young. Like, I had no idea. I was a happy individual, So, yeah, I don't know if those are, like, traumatic. That one is, at least. Just more of an eye-opener. But, yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
And I will say that made me realize, because I was like, nah, I should just kind of laugh and smile way more often than if people are going to, like, legitimately think those types of things.
Sure.
And that, like, not that it, like, changed my personality, but I was, like, way more, like, the more people I'm around, the happier I show, like, outwardly. Because it's like, nah, man, if I can make these people smile a little bit, then I think I'm doing a good job, you know? So.
I mean, yeah, I probably, the fact that you remember that now means it had a most definitely lasting impact on you.
Oh, more than, yeah, absolutely.
How about you, Noah? Any trauma made you who you are today?
Fuck. I don't know. Just.
Not that we're putting on the spot.
I mean, yeah, you don't. If you don't feel like talking about it, just say I don't feel like talking about it.
No comment.
I mean, I don't know. I've always been like just this shy person. I guess. I don't know. I can't think of like stuff off the top of my head. Just like sad shit happening in my life, I guess.
Yeah.
Why do you
Like,
think you're shy? Let me ask you that. Do
I
you
don't
think it's
know, I've
just,
just
you
always
were
felt
born
like-
shy, or do
like
you
I'm,
think?
like weird, you know?
There's the one story that you told on the podcast like half a year ago that I remember where you were
So-
playing with your friends in the high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's that one that I can think of that
Yeah,
like you
they're just kinda
already
being,
talked
like,
about, you know?
Fucking just like
Kids.
run around the school and shit, and it's just I don't know. Just my mom just kind of like freaking out because we were like just being rowdy.
Yeah.
And it's like, who are you? And it's like, we were just having fun. Like,
Yeah.
we're not hurting anybody. We're just fucking around.
Let
Like,
me be a kid.
yeah. I don't know.
Because that one would definitely like I'd call that one a
Yeah.
like kind of like that, like mine, you know, like when somebody you trust is like, hey,
Right. I
you
know
are
there was
different.
like one point. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. A lot of times in my life, it just felt like people were like pitying me, and just like friends. Like one of my friends like asked me like my dad wanted him to talk to me because like I was just like depressed or something, and I don't know. It just felt like he was just hanging out with me because I was sad or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds like a little traumatic of like that hurt because it
Yeah.
wasn't genuine friendship. It was
I'm sure it was, and he was like, he actually did care too.
Yeah.
But like in the moment, it just felt like.
Yeah, because I guess the way he presented it seemed like, because it's like, hey, your dad wanted me to, not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he wanted to. It was like your dad went, hey,
Right.
do me a favor, ask my son how he's doing. And like, not that that's a bad thing. Like, your dad was being a good parent.
Right.
Like, though, just the description of how the event went down sounds bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like in the moment, it just felt like, I don't know. That was just this sad dude
Yeah.
that needed to be pitied or whatever.
Yeah.
Were you sad?
I guess. I don't know. I had like a okay childhood. Fuck. I don't know.
I know. I was just
Dude.
asking. You said you were sad, so I'm asking, were you really sad, or did your dad just think you were sad?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Fuck.
Might have been one of those situations of, nah, I was just in my
It's,
own
like,
head.
Apathetic.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah, just in my head all the time, I guess.
I hope you never once thought that I was your friend for pity.
Yeah.
I truly hope that. If you did, it's fine. Like, but I
It's
need you to
fine.
know that I never have.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you say when y'all first met, you like sat by him or something?
Yeah.
No, when we first met was at GameStop,
Yeah.
and then
I went
Noah's.
there with I guess, a mutual friend. And then, like, the next day, we had a class together. And, like, he walked in, like, I don't know if it was late, but after me. And I was like, please don't fucking sit next to me. Because I'm, like, I'm probably, like, the only dude he, like, remembers seeing in this classroom.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
And then that's exactly what happened.
And I'm just shy, and I don't want to, like, just talk to people.
Hey, we were both getting through college. You don't need to get through it with me,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I mean, it was net gain, so that's cool.
Yeah. Now you're on a podcast.
So have you always been shy?
When I was in, like, elementary and middle school, not really. There was, like, a fucking elementary school. It was, like, strict as fuck.
Yeah?
Like, some of the teachers were just hard asses.
Catholic elementary school?
Nah.
Yeah,
It was
this is my
public.
first thought, too.
No, it was just public. But, like, we had this, I think it was the principal before we got, like, a new one, like, halfway through my time there. She was, like, a cunt. I remember being on, like, a field trip, and, like, at that time, you guys know what gleeking is?
Yeah.
No.
It's when you, like, spit out of your mouth, but it's, like...
It's
you,
usually
you
a reaction.
manipulate your, like, celery glands under your tongue, and you can, like, spurt liquid. So it's not, like, spitting as much as it's just, like...
It's a literal body
Yeah.
thing. If you like look in the mirror sometime and just like open your mouth and like lift your tongue to the roof, you'll probably just shoot
Yeah.
some spit out.
You'd be
Okay.
like, yeah, just like roll your tongue back and like press like the bottom of your tongue like outwards.
Okay, sounds
You do
disgusting.
it. Yeah, but
It-
like
So real quick, it's actually also a response to like feeling and like smelling food.
yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah. And like if you eat sour things, like if you put something sour on your tongue, it will cause that reaction like
Right.
100% of the time.
So you guys were just like spitting around
Yeah.
on the floor or on each other, or what's up?
No, like I was just able to do it like at a young age. I guess I just found out that I could do it. I'm like, oh, I can do it like this and whatever. But I was like, I bet I can gleek on her without her noticing.
The principal.
Yeah.
Did she notice?
We were on like a field trip and we were like sitting down. I think it was at the college that's in my town. And I don't know, they were talking about like the Indian burial grounds or whatever that were around in the
That's
area.
most definitely haunted.
Yeah.
Okay.
No wonder
cool.
your town's a shithole.
So,
It's
like-
literally built on a Native American burial ground.
But like I gleeked on her and then she like immediately turned around and was like, did you just spit on me? And I'm like, no.
You're like, why the fuck would I do that?
It's not like a lot of spit and it like dries super quick, so it's like whatever.
Still spit, but okay.
Yeah, yeah.
well, see, here's the thing. You really are overestimating how much. Like, it's so tiny. Here's how tiny it is, right? You've been doing it your whole life, and you've literally never noticed. That's how tiny the amount is.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not tiny. I just said she called you on it.
Yeah,
I'ma spit on this.
I didn't get in any trouble for it because she couldn't prove it. And like you can accidentally like leak too.
Oh, yeah.
That's why kids are the worst. I don't understand why anybody would want to be a fucking elementary school teacher or principal. Yeah. Kids fucking suck. It's hard. This is what it is, man.
Well, just be cool. Remember what it was like when you were a kid, and then you're fine.
Yeah. But
there's a reason there's good elementary school teachers and bad ones. The bad ones are in it for the money, and the good ones, remember, man.
For the money? Yeah. No teacher's in it for the money.
They're in it for the money.
For the fucking clout.
They're in it for an easy job.
But yeah.
I raised you.
She tried to get me in trouble, but she could not convict. So
that glove did not fit my boy's tongue.
So you were, but what made you like more shy as when you got older? Anything specific, or you just like?
Not that I can remember. I just like closed in my shell, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck people, dog.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you opened it up with me.
Is your brother the same way?
He's way more outgoing.
How about your sister?
She's super outgoing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has like 1 billion jobs. Oh, she works at like a furniture place, and she gets like a huge discount. If you guys were looking to get anything.
I'm not gonna use your sister. I never met by furniture. I feel weird.
Why?
Because I never met her.
She needs like commission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Help her out.
Okay.
She said she can get like up to 40% off for like friends and family.
Ooh.
Which is like kind of crazy.
That's radical for a fucking furniture store.
And it's like all like hardwood. It's like good shit.
Well, Trish and I are thinking about moving, so we might take you up on that.
And just drive a U-Haul out there to Wisconsin.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting like a bookcase or something.
You
need a bigger one.
Yeah.
There's books fucking everywhere in my room.
Is your how about your parents? Is your mom shy or dad shy, or are you the only shy one in the family?
Fuck, dude, my dad's like way outgoing. I don't know if I told you this. I don't know if I told the story, but like I went back home like a few months ago or something, and his girlfriend was talking about how like he was driving home from work at like night, so he stopped at a gas station and he noticed that like 2 cops weren't wearing masks, and he like yelled at them about it.
White privilege is sweet.
Right. He called them like fucking idiots and shit like that. Like that, he definitely doesn't have like a filter.
Jesus.
And like if you like hear him talk,
fuck the police.
Yeah, but like he definitely wouldn't see how like I would be his son. Like that's how different it is.
How about your mom?
She's more outgoing, but I don't know. She's, I guess, more like me, I guess.
You're the oldest, right?
Yeah.
Your dad and my dad would get along.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
100%. Yeah, he's pretty similar to your dad, but he definitely costs us a lot more.
Yeah.
We were fucking like at a restaurant, and I guess my mom ordered like chicken at like Noodles or something, and like it took like 20 minutes, and like she still didn't have a chicken breast, and like I worked there, and it takes 3 minutes to cook it or something.
Jesus.
And he like yelled in the middle of the restaurant doing that shit. Like he doesn't give a fuck about offending people.
Well, that's okay. That's my dad. He's just chilled out after Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
He turned from like I'm going to blare some fucking like my time music in the backyard while doing shirtless yard work to like sweater dad after Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
So he was the guy just blasting Led Zeppelin,
yeah,
in the backyard with no shirt on.
Yeah, or like Danger Zone or whatever, fucking
all day
Highway
long.
to the Danger Zone. All damn day, dude.
Feeding your cat cookies at the same time.
With holding a poodle, yeah. The fuck you gonna say, asshole?
Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit more like my mom, but she's definitely not like as shy as I am. But that's probably mostly because my dad wasn't around when I was a kid. He just worked too much.
Right.
Worked like 12-hour days, 6 days a week. Fucking ridiculous.
Getting that food on that table.
Yeah.
Well, that can also be traumatizing, just like not having your dad around.
Yeah.
Like he's not gone, but he's gone.
I'm sure it like affected me, but I don't know. I always like understood why. Not that makes it better for me, but
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, you and I kind of had a similar thing there, actually.
Mm.
Because after the events of mine, there's no easy way to say after, family deaths.
You said it like a Event Horizon or
Yeah,
something.
right. The world changed. No,
After the cataclysm.
So, like, my dad would get home late. He'd work at, like, until, like, 7:30. And I would be done with school and be home at 3:30 or whatever, So I'd just be alone at age, like, 12. From 12, until he got home. And it was like, yeah, I'll fucking provide for myself. Like, it's cool.
And let me heat up the chicken nuggets
Yeah, right?
in the microwave.
Nah, bro, I was cooking real food.
Yeah,
You know? Except for that one day that it was 2 a.m. and my dad came home drunk and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dad, I'm hungry, but I don't want to cook real food. Yes, I'm just melting a piece of cheese on the oven, okay? Are you cool with that?" He's like, "Yeah, man, that's fine. Make me one too. Cheese sounds good." I just literally melted some cheese because I was like, eating a block of cheese sounds stupid, but if it was warm, that's smart. But yeah, no, fucking 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
2 peas in a pod.
We've all been at hungry where we'll make dumbass shit, especially as fucking
Children.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're out of your shell a bit with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're your friends. We're your friends.
I can't socialize. It's like Mark Norman's thing. He's like, yeah, I'm probably autistic, but like just the bad stuff. like if you drop some toothpicks on the ground, I can't count them, but I can give you a shitty hug.
How do you when you go to like the game shops like with the Digimon thing?
Oh yeah.
Do you talk to those people or do you just? I'm not gonna blame you.
Those aren't people.
When I played like Yu-Gi-Oh, I kind of like just stuck to myself. I don't think I was like very good, but I don't know. Yeah, I didn't talk to a whole bunch of people. Like I don't think I had like friends. I had like some people that I like talked to just like about the game.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking remember their names, honestly.
Fuck them. I don't know, man. I feel like that's how it's supposed to be there, though,
Yeah, I
They
don't
get
know.
close there. Some of those people get close, but they're all
Probably better to get like
fucking fedora
in the
lords. So
community.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about card games. Like they're just super fun puzzle games, like at the baseline that I just enjoy them.
But you got to deal with the fan
But, like,
base.
right? You got to deal with some
and
people.
the smell.
Yeah.
I forget about the smell.
The smell
Yeah.
wasn't that bad at the card shop we were at.
That time,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been worse.
Yeah. I'm sure they just have a Febreze on tap,
Just have they probably have one of those Febrezes where it just squirts like every like
Yep.
30 minutes or something.
Probably like 4 of them, yeah.
I would if I owned a card shop and I was like, this is my customers.
You have like a bouncer, just smell
Yeah.
checking people.
no, because I need them
Can't get
in.
with that BO.
I need them in. I just gotta squirt that Febreze every 30 minutes and light a lot of scented candles and hope for the best.
I want to go to a card shop where it's like owned and ran by a dude, bro.
Oh,
Who like
yeah.
legitimately was like,
It's like
hey,
gym rat.
yeah.
He has like a corner of the store with like deadlift equipment.
He'll
and
never
shit.
make enough money to
Don't
stay
touch
open.
Well, maybe he's just got rich parents.
Or
Then he can stay open as long as he
Yeah,
wants.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, with how popular cards are right now, those fucking rich kids are definitely gonna try and get in.
Oh yeah, dude. Ruin the whole market. Fuckers. It's a good conversation about trauma.
Yeah.
Everybody's got some trauma on their chest,
Yeah, that's kind of like what makes us human beings,
Yeah. Even with like the beheading shit and like I saw a ton of that shit on like 4chan.
Yeah.
It's not fun to watch.
No.
No.
Far too much when I was 17 and 18. With
Yeah.
my friend in the basement. Okay, we were both in the basement because that's where my room was. I didn't just keep my friend in the basement. Let me clarify that.
Being a fish heads like the fucking Bart Brothers episode, Treehouse of Horror.
Just keeping him in the attic. Bort or whatever his name was. Yeah.
That's all I got. You got anything though?
Shit. Oh, I've watched like the Pirates movies this week.
Oh, the
Not-
Caribbean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all of them. I watched like the first 3.
Oh, you
You
started
can
from the
The
beginning.
best ones.
You can stop. Yeah, you can stop.
Yeah. I heard they get worse, and I'm like kind of for it. Tyler was talking about how
I'm
like
kind of for it.
Tyler was saying how in the last one, Barbosa, you can visibly see how much he doesn't give a shit anymore.
Okay, now I'm in.
And I'm like,
now I
yeah,
kind
I'm
of
like
want to watch
kinda,
that.
I'm kind of into that.
Dude, the Pirates movies are crazy because there's so much nuance that we didn't get when we were watching them as
Yeah.
kids.
I barely remember watching them as a kid. It's mostly just like clips that I remember watching.
Yeah, and you
But,
remember the
like,
fight scenes.
Yeah, watching them now, like the first one is just like the cinematography is so goofy and like so Disney. It's kind of like a kid's thing.
Yeah.
But once they go to like 2 and 3, it's way more fucking serious. Like
It's kind of nuts how serious it
Yeah.
is.
they actually like cared after that point. Not that Pirates one was bad. It's still a great movie.
Out of the first 3, which one's your favorite?
Probably the second one.
Is the third one Dead Man's Chest?
I think that's the second one.
Okay. And then the
At
third
World's
one
End,
is... Okay.
I think is the third one.
Okay. And that's the one where the story arc for the main 3 is over, technically, right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
the dude becomes Davy Jones.
Right. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's where I stopped.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, that's where I stopped as well. I was good. I didn't want to see 4 and
Yeah.
5.
Tyler said 4 is okay, and then 5 is complete dog shit.
Is 4 or 5 the prequel?
I don't know.
Okay. 'Cause I know
Uh,
one of them has young Jack Sparrow.
It would
It's
probably
probably
be
4 then.
Okay.
5, in 5, Orlando Bloom comes back as Davy
yeah?
Jones.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know how good it is, but
Davy Jones is dope as fuck.
yeah, his fucking. I remember his tentacles just like
Yeah, he looks
looking
great.
super real back in 2008
6.
or 9 or 6.
Yeah,
2006,
it's
there you
fucking
go.
old, dude.
Yeah. How do they look now in 2020? Do they still look good?
They look great. The lighting's a bit
Iffy.
weirder. They just seem a bit brighter. I don't know.
Well, I was watching clips from the first one with the CG for the skeletal pirates, and that still holds up. It's not like fantastic by our standards, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like now, especially with Marvel movies, I feel like with CG in Marvel movies, they have a weird standard, and they don't push to make it go better.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes like too
Well-
much sense. Like I just feel like Groot is gonna look as good as Groot's gonna look, and
Yeah.
they won't make him. They won't put any more detail in the wood and stuff. And am I? Do y'all feel like the same, or am I? Kinda,
No, I think you're right, but I think there's a reason for that. And I think it's just because of like diminishing returns on technology
Yeah.
like that. Because like
We're like in the last 10% of realism. So
Exactly.
it's all gonna look like the same.
yeah, the only time we're gonna notice something is unique when it comes to like CG is if it's an animated movie like Spider-Verse
Yeah.
or Mitchell's versus Robots.
yeah.
Mitchells versus Machines.
The Machine's my bad.
Respect
fucking-
it. It's a great
fuck.
movie.
Dude, I want to keep talking about pirates, but I need to tell you.
We'll
did you
talk about.
did you watch the trailer for Mitchell's?
No.
It is the worst trailer for a movie I have ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
It tells you nothing good about that movie.
Damn.
And I showed Trisha it, and I had to look at her and say, "Believe me, it's better than what I just showed
Yeah.
you." So like, I'll show you that trailer, and you'll go, "What?
Yeah.
They fucked it up, dude. They fucked it up."
All right. Yeah, we can talk about that next.
Yeah.
We can keep talking about pirates.
So the thing that I was amazed at in Pirates is that I never realized as a kid is like the reason why Captain Jack is a criminal. And do you know why? Because it's very sporadic and it's peppered throughout.
Is
the
he not a
movie.
pirate? I don't understand.
So like
Well,
he's
like
a
why
pirate.
he started.
Exactly. So he was just a ship captain.
Yeah, he's part of the army at one point. I remember.
Yeah. And they were like, because
That.
there's a
Navy.
Navy, right? There's a dialogue between him and the like red coat fuckbag that like is like a douchebag, where he's
Yeah,
like
the
talking.
pirate, the extra pirate.
No, the guy who was Navy or is Navy.
So like
The bad guy in two.
in the first one. That
Yeah.
turned into a good / bad guy.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's a conversation between them where he's like you were good. All you had to do was ship your cargo.
Oh yeah.
And his line is, "People aren't cargo, mate." And it's like, oh, fuck.
They were doing slaves.
Exactly. And he wasn't cool with that. When he found out, he freed them, and he took that ship and left. Which is why he's a criminal and a pirate. And it's like, fuck, that's a super good origin story.
Yeah, that's cool.
That shows how much of a good person for a pirate Jack is, right? And it's like, as a kid, I never knew that. I was like, sword fight.
I always felt like Jack Sparrow was the stoner kid that became a pirate and just like fumbles his way through. You know the stoner kid in high school. Like you'll see him years later, and he's kind of the same way, and you say, "How'd you make it this far?"
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like he's making more money than you.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay,
You did it.
oh, you know, like you literally can't be mad at him, but you're like, oh, okay, like you stumbled into the good stuff.
Yeah.
Go for it. But yeah, dude, I constantly kind of think about rewatching those movies.
Yeah,
They're all on
fun
Disney
movies,
Plus, right?
Except for 4. 4's on Hulu, I think.
Weird.
All right.
Yeah. So I guess they're probably just running out the clock on that.
Yeah, that's fair. Goofy.
So, what's your opinion, Jack Sparrow as a character?
Yeah, he's a fantastic character.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that he's resuing Amber Heard?
Is that his ex-wife?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Some defamation lawsuit that she tried to get thrown out, and the judge is like, no, this is going through.
Neat.
That whole case and relationship is a fucking bumpy roller coaster that I can't even like keep hold of. I don't.
From what I know, she like abused him as well.
Yeah.
And then
They both
she
abused each other.
Yeah, she may have lied about donating millions to this charity as well that she was
Oh.
supposed to.
Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just both rich assholes.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about. Like,
But like,
what was the
she-
way you described it before, Darius? It's kaiju fights, so it's not
Yeah.
really.
yeah.
Yeah, but like, he's just been like blacklisted, right?
Yeah.
But she's still like,
He's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, but
you
like-
could say blacklisted, but he's fine.
I mean,
he
it's
will be
Brendan
fine.
Fraser. Like he was blacklisted, but he's a good guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but Brendan
People
Fraser
like
didn't make
Brendan
nowhere near
Fraser.
as much money as Johnny Depp. And Johnny Depp is a
guess.
much better actor than Brendan Fraser.
Damn.
Brutal.
After watching Fantastic Beasts, you say that?
Oh, yeah. I was like, Brendan Fraser isn't in it. I don't know why that's what my brain flipped to.
I think that was just bad casting.
No, that's just bad everything.
But
Yeah.
Johnny Depp can act, dude. He does good in a lot of movies.
I still love the Rum Diaries.
Rum Diaries.
Yeah, he
Oh, the
plays
dude
the
who,
reporter.
Directed, I think 2 and 3. Also directed Rango.
Oh, Rango was good.
Rango was fantastic.
Yeah, I like Rango. I always wanted a
Super
sequel,
fucking
but we
good
never got
movie.
one.
Yeah, I feel like some of the
I
jokes were
I
a
don't think
little
it
much,
needs it.
but Rango's one of those like it's a B cut like
I don't know,
movie.
dude.
You know what I mean? Like it's really good, but no one cares.
Well,
Yeah.
nobody gave a shit, but yeah, that movie's fantastic. There's so many like cool compositional stuff that they do, especially with Rango.
You know, what I
It's-
think killed it. Sorry, you
No,
finish what you were
like,
saying.
Most of the time, when it's like a full shot showing Rango, his tail will like coil on the horizon to
Mm.
like kind of show more interest.
That's
It's
pretty
cool.
nice.
Yeah,
I was a child. I didn't know.
I watched it a few months ago.
Yeah, fucking. I think what killed it is that just like a lot of the characters aren't attractive. Like they've got some pretty ugly designs.
Yeah, but it's like Wild West. They're all ugly out there.
Yeah, you tell that to Wild
Yeah,
West
but I think
movies.
what he's trying to say is you can't sell toys like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
And like the main love interest had like just like weird shapes, and she's like kind of beige, right?
Yeah, she's like a lizard girl.
Yeah.
She's like a lizard with a wig on.
Yeah, and it's like it's a nice design and good idea, but it's really hard to like make that visually interesting to people who aren't looking at the
Yeah,
tail
who
curling
don't,
into the
like,
horizon.
Give a shit about the artistic part of it.
Exactly, and I think that's probably just what actually kind of
Yeah.
fucked it up. Is that Disney?
No.
No, I think that's Nick.
I don't think it's Nick. I think
I'm
I know
pretty
Johnny
sure that's
Depp, like-
Nickelodeon.
for sure like pioneered to have that movie made. I think it was like his one, like kind of his movie. But maybe it was Nick.
Okay, come on, asshole.
Maybe it was independent. I don't.
It looks like it might be independent. Paramount, Nickelodeon. Nope, Nickelodeon. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Industrial Light and Magic.
they never did anything with that.
No. Which is insane. And the fucking villain in that movie is amazing.
Yeah, that snake is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's just fucking ugly characters, man.
Yeah.
It's the reason why no one remembers Ants, but everyone likes A Bug's Life. Ants characters look
Ants is
fucking
fucking
ugly.
just bad.
Hey, you're not going to tell me that Sylvester Stallone, the buff ant, is bad. I will.
That movie's bad.
I will agree with you. It's not a good movie, but I do like.
Bugs,
You know, what
Bugs
do you...
Life is fucking great, dude. Comparatively.
Oh, comparatively, absolutely. But yeah, like, she's just got. She just looks weird. It's like aliens, but not aliens.
Yeah, but they all look weird. Like they're all kind of supposed to look ugly.
I know, but like you can't make a purposefully ugly movie.
It's
and
weird
expect
how
it to
art
sell,
styles do that because like Rango's ugly, yeah, but so is Rugrats.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, but that works. You
Hey,
know,
Rugrats and Our Real Monsters was the same studio.
Yeah.
yeah.
Our Real Monsters.
But-
Yeah.
But they made it work. Like I fucking love Rugrats. Rugrats sold millions of toys. And it was an ugly art style. Tommy Pickles was ugly.
Oh yeah. No, they were
It was
all-
bald head
pretty
and no
fucking
shoes. Everyone else wore shoes but him. I don't understand.
Oh,
Spike
shit.
was not a pretty dog. What
Yeah.
are you thinking about, James?
They all did wear shoes except for him.
Yeah. It weirded me out. I don't like when people not wear shoes.
Yeah.
Feet are weird.
Yeah, that's fair. Jesus.
Put some goddamn shoes on. Is that it, or do anyone got anything
Oh,
else?
the Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yeah.
It's a
Darius
animated
actually kind of
movie.
watched that.
Oh, you watched it?
It was on in the background while Amy, Leo, and I were like playing cards.
Oh, shit.
So I've seen majority of it.
It's really good.
It
Yeah.
was from what I've seen. It was cool.
Yeah, and I let him know that it should absolutely be on his list of like actually watching it with them sometime.
Yeah, for sure. It has like a lot of heart, and like there's internet cringe humor, but it's not cringy to watch.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Because
Yeah.
like the Numa Numa song is in there
Right.
that they sing to, and I was like, oh okay, but I was like, oh they're kids, of course they'd fucking
Yeah.
like. So like it's that's the best way to put it. Internet cringe humor, but
But-
not cringy.
Yeah, but not cringy to watch.
Yeah,
Like it fits like the
aesthetic.
tone and aesthetic of the entire movie
Yeah.
pretty well. And there's so many like good just shots. Like they cared a lot with that movie.
Mhm.
It's kind of insane.
Yeah, I totally agree. I like I could see like how much they cared, and I feel bad that it was like stuck on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like placed on Netflix as
Yeah.
one of the 12 movies we're releasing this week. Which
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
It-
that's super weird.
It needs way more. And dude, once you see this fucking video for the trailer, you'll go, "Oh God, it's dead."
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, I bet.
well, but honestly, I don't think it might not be as dead as we think because Leo is a child and he chose to put it on. He saw it as like this, so he's like,
That's
I want to watch this. And it did its job. It
Yeah.
got it. He watched it as we were playing cards, and
dude, the trailer paints the dad as the hero,
Really?
as the main character.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
No. But yeah, no, you're right. You know, I was just kind of thinking about it as a dumb, shitty, you know.
Yeah, it's just
20-something-year-old.
movie.
But yeah, if Leo was like, let's watch it, then other 10-year-olds are getting their parents to fucking click on it.
yeah.
That's what fucking matters.
Yeah, so maybe it did somewhat well. Especially if I remember it was released in the like middle of the pandemic, so everybody was home watching TV.
Yeah.
So it probably did better than we think.
I wonder how that even
Even-
like translates
I have no idea
to
what.
like money made.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Netflix and every other streaming service are still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Netflix, they lost a lot of subscribers recently too.
Oh yeah.
Like 500,000.
Shit.
Yeah.
I
And it's
wonder why.
because Netflix is kind of.
Netflix needs to work on its bars, homie.
It's just. I think people are finally understanding that 80% of the shit they put out is trash,
Yeah.
and it's not that much. Like when you go to Netflix, there's not that much good shit on there.
Yeah.
So
You go
I
on
think
Netflix.
Netflix got the Chimera Ant arc.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Finally.
Which is dope.
Yeah, I think it's all on there at
Yeah.
one time again.
But it took them how many years to do that? You know.
Yeah.
A
Well,
little-
dude, that's the weirdest thing is I don't even know if that's necessarily Netflix's fault. Because when I watched it back in 2014 or whatever, or 2015, it was all on there. And then it was not. And then it was partially. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And then HBO Max has the Chimera Ant arc,
Yep.
and now HBO Max has it, and Netflix has it. So maybe Netflix just didn't want to pay for the rights for the rest of it for a year or so.
Yeah.
And now they finally did pay for the rights because they were like, well, Hunter x Hunter is popular. I don't know what the fuck Netflix wants
It's
or
a very
how it's
weird
doing.
situation.
Or hop on Netflix for Baki and Stranger Things, and then that's it.
Yeah. When does the second season of Baki come out?
It just said coming soon.
Right.
So who fucking knows?
So probably December.
Not gonna watch The Witcher season 2. I don't give a fuck.
No. Come on, one episode. Come on, one episode.
Why?
Because sometimes you need to feel pain to know you're alive, Darius.
It's not true.
What do you want? You want to cut yourself or you want to watch Witcher? Those are your two options to feel alive.
I'd rather just eat something good and
Nah, not allowed.
watch a good movie
Not allowed. Come on. Come on.
Is there anything coming out soon?
on Netflix.
Or just like
period
to
to
watch.
There's like Dune, Venom.
Yeah, Venom comes out October 15th or 17th. So,
I think it's 15. Yeah.
Yeah, Dune
I'm,
and
I'm
Venom.
actually excited for that movie.
Jujutsu Kaisen is coming out.
December.
I don't know. Sometime around there, but it's coming out. You know, like it's in the
I mean, so is My Hero too. The
3.
the new movie.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't even know if I'm interested.
I don't think I am. I've
I
got
saw
enough
the-
pseudo canon.
I saw the trailer and cut it off halfway through.
Yeah. Oh right, a trailer did release. I didn't even.
Izuku's the mass murderers. Like,
Oh right.
yeah, I'm good.
You,
Yeah.
like,
What got me? I just don't like half ice, half Fireboy.
Totoroki.
yeah.
I just don't.
Shoto.
They jerk him off so hard, and I don't like him
Yeah.
as a character, and I
Yeah.
don't like his costume as a hero.
Yeah. I honestly think you'll like Todoroki a bit more and Bakugo, bomb guy.
Yeah.
With
I'm okay
the
with
current
Bakugo.
stuff.
I liked
Yeah.
Bakugo at the end of last season when him and Deku fought it out and pretty much said like they came to an understanding of like, okay, you're not so bad, and the other one said you're
Yeah.
not so bad.
We gotta
Yeah.
like raise each other up.
Yep.
Yeah.
All three of them go through a similar
I don't
thing.
like Todoroki.
I'm just letting you know that he gets better.
Fuck
goddammit.
Todoroki.
Yeah, the next arc is just Todoroki working through his shit with his
Yeah.
family.
Like you actually get a good background story
Yeah.
of his stuff, and it actually like I'm not gonna say it completely changes the character, but it makes him less of a twat.
Yeah. Toya's fucking like his origin story thing was fucking dope.
Yeah, that's
I still have him like practicing, trying to get hotter.
yep, that's a horrible burn victim boy
Yeah, that's
on the League of Villains, the fire guy from the
I
League.
He's
of
trying to
Villains.
get hotter, as in
No.
like hot as.
like
As in
we
fire.
can like talk about it. Yeah.
Like,
You get his backstory,
okay.
and
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's really
You
good.
can look at him and tell he has a good backstory.
Yeah.
that's true. Did you read the new chapter of My
I
Hero?
haven't.
It's
I
it's
think the last one I
okay.
did was this. The 1A just got to Deku.
got it. They do a good job in this chapter of just being like of taking a second to go, hey, by the way, they're kids. You know,
Yeah.
like it's a really actually good scene. But
Yeah, it's super fucking good.
yeah, it's in the end game, and I'm just glad about that. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
need to
Is it
overstay its
confirmed
welcome.
end game?
He said that he's like, I know how I want it to end, and I'm getting close. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, good.
Nice.
Because like you don't need a One Piece, you don't need a Detective
No.
Conan.
You don't need a Naruto.
exactly. You
Hey,
tell a
Naruto
story.
ended.
Yeah, how many years though? How long did the war last?
Children were conceived and reached adulthood in that time. But yeah, no, my hero's good.
God, when you say that, it makes me think about fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
How long that's been going. Those poor fans. That shit started in the 90s.
Yeah.
Hey, Dune started in the 80s.
Well, Dune is
Still
over.
isn't finished.
Yo, talking about that, things coming out. Part 7 or part 6. JoJo's coming out to watch.
That's soon?
Yeah, there's
It's
a trailer.
it's within the year, yeah.
Oh, not to. We can go back to this, but
No, JoJo's done.
I read like a quote on Twitter or something. It was Denis talking about how Messiah should be made into a movie. So the second movie at least isn't going to go into Messiah.
Cool. Good to know. I need to know where it cuts, and I need to know who Sting is.
Yeah,
Like, I don't-
when it shows Paul and
Sting is
Chaney,
Sting, James.
like with the blue eyes and like the dark clothes, I think that just might be a vision.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Did you
It
mean to
has be a
say
vision.
you need to know if Fade is being played by Sting?
No, I meant to say I need to know who Fade is, but I want Sting so bad.
Yeah, well,
I
bring-
just want a 50-something-year-old
He's
Sting as
70,
Fade.
dude. We looked him up last time. He's 70.
Right, I just want a 70-year-old
He's a rock
Sting.
god, so he'll still look like.
Yeah.
Well, he'll probably look.
He's going to look like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
He's going to have Iggy Pop stomach, let's be real. Iggy Pop has a fucking human
CGI is
face
good,
on his
man.
stuff. That's true. They can age down Sammy J for Captain Marvel. Then they can age down Sting to play Fate again.
I don't want that.
I do.
Have you guys seen Suicide Squad?
No.
I did.
You
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like was just how like gory it got at the end. I wasn't a huge fan of that.
Yeah, with our like.
Yeah, especially with like Harley Quinn swimming in that thing's eye.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't need to see this.
I think that was just James Gunn letting loose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Marvel would never let him do that. So he was
Yeah.
like, I fucking.
Yeah, it definitely did feel like that.
Yeah.
Fun fact about James Gunn, apparently, and I had no idea about this, he worked on the 360 PS3 game Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And because he said it in an interview about Suicide Squad,
Mm-hmm.
because the intro scene with Harley when she's in the fortress or whatever,
When she's killing all the people when she's locked up.
when she
Yeah.
gets out.
yeah, he was like, I've had an idea for that scene since working on Lollipop Chainsaw, and that scene is directly inspired by Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh damn.
And he's like, that scene was in the first script, and it made it all
I got
the
a
way
problem with
through.
that scene now. Think about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Another reason why DC sucks.
Yeah.
They make in that scene he makes Harley Quinn to be a fucking like Punisher level fighter
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like shooting and fighting and stuff. It's like that's not Harley Quinn. She's is the way she fights isn't like a fucking
It's like
tactical soldier. She fights like a fucking
cheap
Crazy
shot.
person.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
crazy person. Like that's what makes her cool. But in that scene, they literally make her
Yeah, she'd fight like more manically.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, or something like that.
I guess here's the thing is that they wanted to show that like she could fight that way, but I agree with Darius.
That's DC fucking up because they don't know their goddamn characters, and that's why I'll never pay for a DC movie. Okay, know your goddamn characters, DC. Know your goddamn characters.
All right, you got it. Darius never wants to see
Yeah,
characters
King
grow.
Shark's
No,
not-
that has nothing to do with it. Because if they would have showed her good training from like Deadshot or like the dude with the one eye Slate, if she like
Slade.
actually. His name
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. If she like actually they showed her like actually get training from that, then I would be like, okay, I believe it.
All right,
Yeah.
Darius, why the fuck do you need her to get trained by a dude? Holy shit. You piece
Well,
of shit. She can't just know
I mean,
how to
he's
fight
not
good
a
on
dude.
her own.
He's one of the best mercenaries in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
dick. All right.
Hey,
Darius
I would.
needs women to be trained by dicks.
I know you like assuming his gender, but I would never do that. I don't know if he's a man or a woman. But if you want to go and assume his gender, go
I'm sorry,
for
what
it.
did you say?
Assume their gender.
No. Before that, you said, I don't know if he is a man or a woman? Oh, no,
I didn't say. I
Darius.
said they.
No, you didn't.
I
You
said
said
they.
he.
I said they.
We can go back, motherfucker.
I said they. I said definitely.
The last time we went back, you had to suck your own dick. You want to go for round 2?
I wish I could suck my own dick, James. I tried and tried. It doesn't fucking work.
He
Okay.
doesn't have the money to get the surgery.
Yeah,
to
remove a
his
couple of ribs.
Don't tempt me of even thinking I can suck my own dick.
Hey man, if you get flexible enough, you probably
Yeah, that's true.
could.
Let's go to
You just gotta
dick
train
suck
every
yoga.
day.
Let's go to dick suck.
Yeah. Self-suck yoga
Yeah, dude, I bet you could make money on that.
for sure.
Self-suck yoga. So how about RJ and Clyde's Adventures?
Oh shit! I totally forgot about that.
Were we supposed to finish it?
No,
No,
but
just
if you
the
did,
10.
it's fine.
Because there's only like 2 more chapters.
Oh, there's only 2? I thought there were 4.
Yeah, I thought there were 4.
Were there?
I don't
might
know.
be.
Maybe the.
I think you're
thing.
right, though.
I only read to 30, but
Oh, no.
I debated like reading the last ones.
Yeah, I thought there were 4. That's why I said that. But hey, guess
There's 3. Goes to 33.
We were both wrong.
Yeah, we were. We split the difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys wanted to talk more about Suicide Squad or whatever, we totally can. I just said that because it's a good segue.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought James Gunn did great.
John Cena was fun to watch.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like was that it was a standalone movie, and it shows even like further that DC has no.
Is it completely standalone? It has nothing. It's like confirmed nothing to do with like Birds of Prey and nothing to do with.
They
the
mentioned
other one?
nothing of other superheroes except that Bloodshot put Batman in the ICU.
Okay, I remember that Superman was almost. They said Superman was almost
Not
a
Batman,
villain.
Superman. He put Superman in the
Oh,
ICU.
yeah.
Did I say Batman?
You did, but that's okay.
Superman in the ICU. That's all they say.
Yeah, I just and like I said, I heard that he was almost the villain, and then he wasn't.
Cool.
So
That sounds like a James Gunn move,
Superman?
but
Yeah.
they probably just told him no.
yeah, I guess villain he's the villain of the bad guys. So
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, so yeah, no, I it's one of those movies that I'm interested in watching, but I don't think I have the ability. No. I think your HBO's on my PS5.
Maybe.
John Cena's great in that movie.
Yeah.
I don't even like John Cena. He fucking killed it.
You
Yeah.
were telling me a
He's
couple of the
great.
great scenes.
One of my favorite scenes is when they're going through the camp.
And they're just
They're-
killing
yeah,
everybody.
They're killing people like just competition.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
like, look at this cool kill. Look at this cool kill.
That's the one scene he told me about.
And then they switch it, and they're actually killing good guys.
Yeah.
Like at the end of it, and they're like,
My favorite scene with him is when they wake up in the middle of the night and John Cena is in tidy whities.
oh yeah.
And like they don't dress it for a while, for a long time, because it's a dire situation of someone trying to kill someone else. So like they have to handle that. And John Cena's just sitting there in tidy whities for a good over 5 minutes of them just talking and doing shit, and he's just in tidy whities, and then no one says anything until the very end.
That sounds like a good scene.
It's like John Cena is buff as fuck.
Yeah,
So
he has nothing but that fucking metal mask, and, like fucking tidy whities.
So it's worth a watch. I should.
oh
watch
yeah,
it.
it's good.
Yeah.
Just don't pay for
money
it.
for it.
Yeah. Fuck DC for not trying to fully commit to make something connect.
Yeah.
They suck. But yeah,
They really don't understand what they're doing with a lot of this shit.
they don't. Me and the Devil Blues, chapters 20 through 30,
Yeah.
21 through
21.
30.
or 21 through 30. Yeah. Fuck, these are good.
Yeah, these are great.
These were fucking. I guess like. Long story short, Clyde gets RJ out, but I was telling James before Clyde gets RJ out, he's walking through town. He's like trying to get information. He's talking to these kids, and the way the artist draws the kids, they're like these ugly snot nose ass kids.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
literal monsters, children. They're like visibly dirty,
Yeah.
and like their clothes are shit. And
And I was trying to see, to see if like did the author make them ugly on purpose? Or did he just make them dirty to show that McDonald has a type, of like
100%.
he has a bar.
Yeah.
Sink to street rats. He's got some class.
Exactly. He only wants to pedophile pretty boys. Fuck, dude. Me and the Devil Blues is so good.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible. So yeah, RJ goes to town, tries to get information.
Clyde.
Clyde, yeah. And does he just pass the sheriff's office, or does he actually plan to go there?
He goes there to get RJ.
But he goes there after. He passes it first when he's collecting information, I think.
He's staking it out because he sees the sheriff leave. And when he sees the sheriff leave, he's like, this is my chance to get in there and get RJ. And when he goes in to get RJ, the fucking farmer fucks are there playing cards. Like, this is the best job ever. All we do is got to sit here and play cards and not do nothing because we farmers.
Yeah.
And,
we don't know how to do anything else.
Exactly.
and RJ Clyde's like, I remember you fucks. Bow. Hits one with a bottle, and then he just beats him up.
Dude, he goes hard so quick that I was like, oh, Clyde's going to talk his way out of this. Boom!
Yeah.
It's like, Clyde, what the fuck? And we know he's that crazy because we've seen it before.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely a take action, don't talk your way out of this, you know? If he can help it. If he has the upper hand, he's gonna action every single time.
Yeah. And fucks him up, knocks him out, goes and gets RJ out the cell. RJ's unconscious because he hasn't eaten in 3 days, and he's been beaten and dehydrated probably, and so yeah, RJ's just knocked the fuck out. And there's a guy in the cell with RJ, and he like goes with Clyde. Clyde's like, come on if you want to fucking go.
Yep.
And when they're leaving, the sheriff comes in, I think, right?
He sees them leave. I think he's a little bit away still.
Yeah, I know there's a shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's with the sheriff, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, the sheriff sees them leaving, and then it's like kind of a shootout. And they get RJ in the car, and they find a suitcase. We don't know how the fucking suitcase got there. They throw the suitcase in the car, and then the dude, guitar case. Yeah, my bad. And then the guy that was in the cell with RJ is like on the side of the car. He's like trying to ride along.
Clyde was like, "Yo, pick him up and walk with us.
Yeah,
You can get out too."
Yeah. And they drive off, and it's a shootout. And once they get like out the town, Clyde looks at the guy. He's like, "Yo, hop in the car, let's go." And the dude's like, I can't. And there's like camera shows his back.
Yeah.
And he has bullet holes all in his back, and he just falls off and dies. And I think it cuts to McDonald after that.
I think so. Can we go back a little bit? Is this where these chapters is also where RJ has a little bit more of a conversation with Ike, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Damn. So I forgot to talk about it last time, but there's the part where fucking Ike it says the fantastic thing of the last 10 chapters where he's like, nah, man, it is the White Devil who's doing this. Because I think Ike specifically says the words to RJ, White Devil. And like RJ starts being like, yeah, fuck all white people. Like he turns in the jail of like from being like kind of like meek and being like, I don't know, like this is just life, to being like, oh no, fucking kill Whitey.
Yeah.
And it's like, hell yeah, kill Whitey.
Speaking of RJ, I noticed this during the first 10 chapters, I think, but I couldn't confirm it. RJ's ears spike up a little bit like elf ears.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's the devil stuff manipulating
Oh yeah.
him. Yeah, I think that was the first body change.
Were they spiked up at all in the first couple chapters?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I did compare his ears to everybody else's ears.
And they're more spiked.
They're more spiked, which is like super interesting. But so yeah,
This art's so good.
it cuts back to McDonald, and McDonald figures out that Clyde was a fucking fake.
Yeah, a liar, a cheat,
Yeah.
Charlatan.
a murderer, probably.
Yeah, and McDonald's main concern of this whole situation is, oh no, we promised a lynching tomorrow, and all the towns are gonna come. We need to get this
I don't
black
wanna
person
look
back.
bad.
Yeah, like that. Like that's your main concern, dude. Like it's fucking stupid, dude.
Doesn't care about the shootout that happened.
Yeah.
Doesn't really care about like his secret getting found out.
Did the sheriff die?
No.
No,
I don't.
his
I know his wife and child were in there, and they were like, "I'm sorry for my husband," or he let him get away, or something.
yeah,
like
he-
that.
Yeah.
they were just saying sorry because he fucked up, but Clyde did
I
not
just
kill the
don't remember
sheriff.
seeing him like on the manhunt.
Yeah, Clyde.
Right.
Clyde didn't kill the sheriff. I think the sheriff's just in town because the town just needs a sheriff.
Sure.
That might be
But-
it, yeah.
But yeah, McDonald's main concern is fucking that.
Yeah.
We need to get this black person back so we can lynch him, so we can look good.
So we can sell his organs to the people.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
So he sends these like two brothers to go looking for Clyde and RJ, and one of the brothers is the guy that he beat up in front of Clyde
Yep.
for accusing Clyde of having the guitar case in his car, and it cuts back to RJ and Clyde, and RJ's waking up in the back seat, and his first thought is, "Where the fuck am I? Oh shit, is that Clyde? I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yep.
You got me in this whole entire
Yeah.
situation." And he pulls the knife out, tries to kill Clyde. It's super understandable because I would do the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you got me out of jail. Fuck you.
You got me in the jail.
Yeah.
Like.
And because of that, they wrecked the fucking car.
Yep.
And Clyde and RJ are like, kind of like battling it out. And the two brothers that McDonald sent to go capture them see the wrecked car. And they see that they're like, okay, we're about to go on manhunt. One brother gets out the car and says, go back, tell McDonald to bring everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They're running into the mountains. I'm going to get a head start.
Yep.
And they start arguing for some reason. I don't know. I guess because they're brothers.
Yeah. They're scumbags.
Yeah. And
No, I want to catch the black. Like fucking racist. Ugh.
and they eventually settle that argument, and Clyde and RJ get the drop on him.
Yep.
No, he
No.
captures them.
Yeah.
This is okay. Yeah. I remember what scene this is.
Yeah,
Catches up to them.
Yeah.
yeah, he captures them, and he makes RJ tie Clyde up, and I think with like a rope or something.
Yeah.
To a tree, just at gunpoint, and he's like beating the shit out of Clyde because he wants answers, I believe. No, I think revenge mostly because he's
Yeah.
like, where the fuck was the guitar? I knew the guitar was in there, you goddamn liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to tell me about
Yeah,
how
I can
you
see the guitar case.
Yeah, he
Yup.
brings the guitar case in the forest. He's like, here it is. And Clyde's like, I don't see no guitar. Just like how everybody's like, we don't see the hands on
Yup.
RJ.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't see no fucking guitar case.
Yeah, because he doesn't he. Okay, yeah, because he opens it and he's like, I don't see a guitar in there. Fuck you, right?
No. Well, like he sees the guitar case and he's just like, well, there's no, like, I don't see a guitar. And he's like, clearly there's a guitar right there.
Yeah.
And then he told
RJ
to go play it. And then he opens it up and he's like, he's like, what? You're gonna fucking tell me there isn't a guitar in there too?
Yep.
And then fucking Clyde the whole time's like, play it, RJ.
Yep.
Fucking play it. And what's actually in it is a bunch of shotguns.
Yep.
And this is RJ's first kill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like, well, he blows like his arm off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like takes half of his body off, half his face, his arm.
Because he still doesn't really want to aim at a human being with a
Yeah.
shotgun, but hey, it's a shotgun. It gets the job done if you aim near.
Mhm.
So.
And yeah, that is his first kill.
Yep.
And it then cuts back to McDonald. And McDonald's like, get the dogs.
These fucking demon motherfucking dogs,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, he said get the servants. We don't know that they're dogs yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it's literally just a manhunt of everybody in town. Like they're in the mountains. Go track them down in the mountains. And then it cuts back to RJ and Clyde, and they're still arguing because they fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
And I think it's less hate each other. It's more RJ hates Clyde,
Yeah.
and Clyde is a fucking crazy person, so he
Yeah.
doesn't understand why RJ hates him.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well,
I
I
did
mean,
something
like-
good.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like completely his fault. It just so happened that a guy he killed belonged to a rich family.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
told RJ to get in a car without like.
Yeah, you and I talked about this. Clyde doesn't realize the power as a white man he has over a black man in the South
Yeah.
as much as I think Clyde should know.
Yeah, so like it is his fault because RJ's only in this situation because Clyde literally told him to get in a car,
Yeah.
didn't tell him he was gonna rob the place.
Yep.
That's fair.
They had to leave because he robbed the place. Then pretty much held him at gunpoint in the middle of the woods,
To play a song for 4 hours straight.
and then that's how RJ got kidnapped. And we're here now, you know, like so Clyde. So
That's
RJ's
fair.
like, "Fuck you, Clyde. I fucking hate you. I want to
Yeah,
kill you."
You can't really leave.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, and they're in the middle of the woods, like arguing because they hate each other. And Clyde's such an asshole that he can't accept that he is an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're in the middle of the woods, they get attacked by those fucking demon dogs. And like, as you're reading, you're like, "Oh fuck, what happened?" Because one dog jumps on top of Clyde, I think,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Holy fuck, what the fuck just happened?" And licks Clyde. He
Yeah,
just
he
licks
just
him,
licks his neck
Yeah.
and then runs.
and then leaves.
And Clyde's
Yep.
like, they're toying with us. They're
Yeah.
showing us that they can kill us at any time. Run.
And it's like, holy shit, I don't like these dogs being this fucking good.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god.
And then it goes back to McDonald talking about each dog individually.
Yep.
And like one dog's name is Goliath or something.
Golem.
Yeah.
Golem. And
He's the scarred one.
yeah, and he's like saying, somebody's like, yeah, Golem's just pure power though. Like he rips people apart.
Yep.
Like his prey he just rips them apart. And then the other he's like, McDonald's like, yeah, but there's another dog that is
Smart.
Yeah.
super smart.
I don't know why I want to call him Sergeant, but I don't think that's its name.
No.
Like the smart dog.
I don't think so.
But
I
yeah,
don't
he's,
remember the other two.
yeah, the names don't matter. But yeah, he's like, yeah, the other one's super smart. He keeps him in line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's more about the hunt than the kill.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there's a third one that keeps both of them in line.
Yeah,
And
and he's strong and smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect dog.
so they're running through this forest, just trying to get away from these dogs, which is scary as fuck. And they're still arguing as they're running.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they eventually come up on a like random ass cabin in the middle of the woods. And they go into the cabin and they like see that it's like all like bootleg stuff
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
like for making
moonshine.
liquor. And someone walks in, and he's like, "The fuck you doing here?" And they like tie him up, and they eat 2 weeks worth of his food because they're so hungry they
Yeah.
haven't eaten in days and shit. And then they're still arguing, and they find out that McDonald had this dude making liquor
Yeah.
because he's selling it on the side to get money, and McDonald is totally just a piece of shit,
Yep.
just like everyone else. He's not anything special.
I don't know if we know that yet.
You know what?
That what he's doing with the liquor. I think they just
Assume it.
their best hypothesis currently is that he's
Right.
selling it
Yeah.
because he can't drink it.
Yeah.
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 And when they, I think RJ's going outside for a smoke.
Yeah, he sits down in the chair, right?
Yeah, I think he has a bottle in his hand. Yeah, he has a bottle of liquor in his hand. He's just trying to fucking relax from this terrible past few days, and he gets attacked by the fucking dog. And as he gets attacked by a dog, he smacks the dog with a liquor bottle. And he has matches in his pocket and fucking lights the match
Yeah.
and sets the
Yup.
dog on fire. It's a super smart way to get rid of a dog.
And moonshine goes up. That shit's
Yeah.
like 1,000
It's
proof.
180.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking-
It puts hair on your chest and fucking
Yeah.
blinds you. Fuck.
Yeah. So Clyde's like, there's 2 more. We gotta keep running.
Yeah.
And they're fucking running throughout the night. And it cuts back to McDonald. And they find out that the 2 went to this area that the cabin's in. And the area that the cabin's in is like forbidden. It's like
Yeah,
supposed to be
Carribbean.
haunted or something. And
Goalie or some shit.
Yeah.
you find out McDonald only made it. He like made stories that's haunted to keep people out because he knew he was making his fucking moonshine there.
Yep.
Because he's a piece of shit. And
Massive piece of shit.
Well, he bought the land to keep the people out so that they'd be safe.
Yeah,
He would have been safe if it wasn't for you peddling mesky kids. You're a meddling dog.
So yeah, Clyde and RJ are still running, and RJ can't run anymore.
Yep.
And Clyde spots a juke joint. He's like, RJ, we can make it in there, dude. It's only like a couple more yards away, and RJ just falls out.
Yeah.
And Clyde's
Yep.
like, I need you to come in here with me because I can't walk in here alone. Look at me. RJ's just gone.
Yep.
And I think it just cuts to Clyde walking in.
Yeah.
It's a pure juke joint. There's all black people. One dude has one eye.
Yep.
And Clyde walks in and he's like, hey, there's my friend is out. This is like a couple yards away. I need your help. Please believe me.
He's like, I have a black friend.
Yeah.
He's really good at the blues. Let me stay here. They're like, you're white and
Yeah.
this sounds like a trap.
Yeah, exactly. I would think it's a fucking trap.
100%. And aren't they like, all right, if your friend's like, if you've got a friend, why doesn't he walk in? He's like,
He can't walk.
please.
And the guy with the one eye explains to Clyde, he's like, I fucking hate white people. The people who took my eye was white.
Yeah.
If you're lying to me, I'm gonna take your eye. And Clyde's like, it's okay, it's fine, just please. And just cuts to RJ being in the juke joint. They don't show them like getting it. It's just
Yeah.
cuts.
I think didn't they like knock him out or something? Clyde.
Did they?
I don't think
know.
they knocked him out. I think when RJ wakes up, he's like just surrounded by people, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Sup, RJ?
Yeah.
I've been stressed."
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Clyde's surrounded by. He's sitting down. He's just surrounded by everybody. He's like, I told him you'll play the guitar for him.
You're the best in the country.
Yep.
Set that one up for you.
Please play, RJ. RJ's like, what the fuck is going on? And he eventually he gets a guitar for someone.
Yeah.
And he gets in the corner. He's like, I can't let them see my hand. I'll turn around. And he starts playing, but he starts playing his way.
Yeah.
He's just like all the pain and stuff that he's been through for the last couple months or weeks or whatever. He just like brings it out. But that's the only thing. I feel like this manga suffers from it not being an anime because you can't hear the music.
Yeah.
You can't hear like how it sounds. So when I was first reading it, I was like, oh, it must be good. Sounds like he's playing from the heart. Sounds like it must be good, you know? But it wasn't that good,
the
apparently.
people didn't get it.
Yeah, they weren't feeling it.
And like I think that's actually, as a counterpoint, I think that's something you could only really do in the manga, because it's the entire time it's from his point of view, and he's like, yeah, I'm really doing good here, I'm really killing it. And it's not until they snap him out of it that he realizes that he's not good.
Yeah.
Because like if you heard he was bad right from the beginning, you'd have a different emotion, you'd have a, oh no, it's not doing good. Whereas there you have that emotion of, yeah, RJ's learning to do it on his own. It's like, no.
Yeah, he's trying to like control the second hand.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't need this power.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. You suck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they
So
start looking at Clyde. And they're like, what the fuck's wrong with your boy?
Yeah.
Clyde starts freaking the fuck out,
Yeah.
dude. Freaking like he starts to play his last card.
Yeah.
Which is beat the shit out of RJ until he plays right.
Yeah, because doesn't he walk up? He's like, hey, do you mind if I go over there and talk to him for a second? They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, go for it. He's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. He just starts beating him.
And they
then
start-
everybody's like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You said that a friend of a white guy wouldn't be a friend of yours.
Yeah.
And then they backed off for a bit longer.
Yeah, because they're like, fuck, we did say that, didn't we? Oh.
Yeah, and Clyde just starts like laying into him because this is literally life or death right now.
Yeah.
And he like they're dragging him out, I believe.
Yeah.
And he starts to call RJ a nigger, And like one guy is like, I think the barkeeper or like the owner is
Yeah,
like,
the owner.
I'm not gonna let you
He's
do
like-
that in my fucking bar.
Yeah, I like his words are so powerful too, because he's like, "We've let you do some shit right
Yeah.
now. Do you really want to finish that word?" And he's like,
He's like, I'm gonna die.
"Yeah." He's like, because in his head, you know, he's like, "Does it matter?
Yeah.
You're dragging me out. Like
Right.
I'm a dead man either way."
It's either he plays right or we die.
Yeah. And also, I'd like to mention that this is the most frazzled we have ever seen Clyde. Is this
Yeah.
entire scene?
Yeah.
Because like no
It's
gunfight he's
also,
ever been in.
like his fate isn't in his hands.
Exactly. Yeah. Because
Because he needs RJ to play,
yeah.
or else they're dead.
And it's like he knows that there is no escape.
Yeah.
You know, like he can't think his way out of this one.
Yeah.
Because he thought his way into this one. Fuck, I just realized that this is a complete reversal too, and it didn't click until now, until you said that. Is that RJ is or Clyde is in RJ's shoes.
Yeah.
Clyde is now what RJ has been
minority.
for the entire, you know, being dragged along at the whims of this other fucking asshole. And it's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah. And yeah, so they're dragging him out, and for some reason RJ has a heart for Clyde, which is like I truly I understand but don't understand,
Yeah.
because at this point, fuck him.
I mean, it's both of them against the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck him.
Yeah.
But RJ lets go, and he lets the
The hand take over.
yeah, and everybody starts fucking
Going
dancing.
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. And Clyde's like,
And then the dude with one eye is still not having it.
Yep.
yeah. And Clyde's like, whew,
He's
thank
trying to
God.
be a hater.
Yeah, and then he talks to like the other blues musician.
Yeah, their blues musician. And then he's like, yeah, I can't compete with this guy. He's like, what are you talking about? This guy's garbage. And he's like, don't you ever fucking say that again.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he literally says he's a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is like, he's just on another level. Like, it's night and day from what it was before.
Yep. And then it just doesn't. I think that's when he says like, "Who's the other guy playing with him?"
Yeah, there was a drunkard who was like talking to him. He's like, "Who's the other guy playing?" He's like, "Oh, he's just using the acoustics of the corner to like make it to like bring out the mids."
Yep. And he's
So
like,
it sounds like another guy, and he's like, "Okay." And then he looks over and he sees two shadows.
Yup.
And there's like the demon, like also like where his hand would be.
and
It's
it's
crazy.
like,
Fuck.
"Whoa." But nobody else but those two even say anything.
Yeah.
Because like everyone's going crazy because of the music, and they're both like, "Does anyone else fucking see that shit?" Like,
And
it's
people start fucking and dancing.
Yep. Making
like-
out, having fun. It's just like, damn.
Just bringing out the devil in everyone.
Yep. Oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
I think that's where it ends, right?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
I was telling James about the like the part when they're running through the woods and they're arguing and they fucking hate each other. The I want to say buddy cop dynamic they have
Yeah.
is like the most realistic. I hate you, but I need you. Partner thing I've ever seen. Or it feels like the most earned.
Yeah.
Because, like, say I was telling James, like, Woody and Buzz Lightyear in the first movie, they fucking hate each other, and
Yeah.
then they end up working with each other. But it's not that bad to the point how RJ and Clyde is, because RJ literally hates Clyde and wants to kill him. He tried to kill him, and they are being chased in the woods by these demon dogs, and this situation is super fucking stressful, man. And their dynamic is great. It's the writing. I'm trying to jerk off the writing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you should. It's good.
Yeah, because a lot of movies don't get the earned "I hate you" before they become friends.
Yeah.
Right? It just feels like they're forcing them to be friends because they know
It feels
they,
like writing.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So hats off to that dude. He's fucking killing it right now.
Yeah. Because it's like you were saying, it's just so real.
Yeah.
Like you understand every step of why they are how they are. And you're just like, yeah. So here's something that I I might be crazy, but I'm pretty sure. Do you remember way back in the first 10 chapters when Clyde gets the guitar pick stuck in his gun and it clicks?
Mm.
And he says RJ's pick? Like, it's RJ's thing? Is that a different RJ? Because that's in the past. He hasn't met RJ in that scene, and the fact that he's like, that's RJ's thing that makes it so his gun doesn't go off. Maybe I have the name wrong.
I don't
but
remember
I swear
this.
to God.
I don't remember the specifics of this scene.
Yeah. It just...
Is it the flashback
fucking
with
me.
Bonnie?
Yeah. And
Maybe
that's
it was
why...
like a dream.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, you know what? You might be right. Okay. That solves... But it's before he meets RJ.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it's when he was in the graveyard. That's when he wakes up in the graveyard, and he's like, what the fuck is that noise? Because that's the dream he was having.
Oh,
So he hasn't even met RJ yet. And that scene is, like, fucked with me.
So
Like,
goes the devil playing him towards him.
right? It's gotta be. Because, like, why would RJ's pick have been in there, and it, like, in the past? And... Dude.
This guy has to finish the story, man.
Don't say that, Darius. Don't.
It'll never happen.
Not unless one of us wins the lottery and we pay him to.
Yeah. What if he's like, nah, I draw smut now?
I'd cry.
Yeah.
No, what I told Darius I'd buy the movie rights.
Sure.
Like, let me make this into a movie at least. You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, wherever it ends, I'd let the movie end. You know? Like,
Sure.
fuck it. Because then maybe enough people would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That can't be the end. But yeah, man. Fucking, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right. Next 4 chapters.
Yeah,
Next
the
time.
last 4 chapters. So what do you got for us today, Darius?
Hard dick and bubblegum.
What?
Is that the question? Hard dick or bubblegum?
No, you said what I got for you. I'm letting you know. You know?
A hard dick and bubblegum.
Yeah.
All right.
You
It's a good
choose.
compliment.
I'll take the bubblegum.
I said that
Pussy.
real fast.
Well, I've accidentally been staring at Darius's package this whole time, and I don't think it's that hard right now. So,
Yeah. Damn.
sorry, Darius. I don't mean to lay you out.
Don't
live on
challenge me,
stream.
James.
Dang.
Don't challenge the fucking turgidity of my dick.
If you can take over a dead gaming franchise, what would you take to make a new game of?
Shit.
Would you bring it back to life by making a sequel or reboot?
This hurts me. I've got too many dead franchises that I love. I'd have to go with Mega Man Legends. And I'd probably just make a new one.
Remake?
Make
Or
a
sequel.
new one. Yeah, like a sequel, yeah.
Okay.
Cuz I that was my first true taste of pain, because that was PS1 era that we never got a sequel, you know? And like that was the first time I'm like, it ends on a cliffhanger. 20 years have gone by, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, where's the come on. And then they gave us that ray of hope, and then they took it away. I'll never forget. Dude, they had a thing of a community got together and designed monsters and things, and they were going to put them in the game. And then when they canceled that game, they said it was canceled due to lack of fan interest. And we were like, are you...
Jesus.
Like, don't lie to us. We made monsters for the fucking
Right.
game. Like, there were like 100,000 people inside their like forums. And like, just think about the number of people that are willing to go into your forum to help you like do shit and talk to you.
Yeah.
Like 100,000 is a drop in the bucket of the people who care.
Right.
Because only the people who are stupid would join those forums. You know, like care that much. But you've got to 10 times that would care about the game.
Right.
You know? Due to lack of fan interest, we were making your game for you, assholes. Anyway, Darius, what about you?
How about you, Noah?
Shit. I mean, Spyro would be dope.
Yeah.
Getting like a new Crash game gave me hope.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
Would you do a sequel or remake?
Probably a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 was kind of meh. But I don't know if they went back to more like 1 and 2 style. That'd be fucking great.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought you'd say Sly Cooper.
I mean, yeah, that's like the obvious choice.
Yeah.
I think Metal Gear.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
dead. We'll never get another Metal Gear.
No.
And yeah, I'll probably do a. I'll do a sequel. I can't go back to Shadow Moses and do
No.
it justice.
Yeah. Yeah, hell. The only person that could was Kojima, and he did with 4.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'd do a sequel and like I don't know if I'll do a sequel with like making it like a prequel and try to clean up what
The
Phantom
timeline.
Pain did or just go after Revengeance.
yeah, because that's the weird thing, right? Is like, I was just thinking about when you said that. Does Metal Gear Solid need more games? I know we want more games, but I'm thinking about like it as a whole.
Yeah, I was very excited for Phantom Pain just because of like the stuff they could have did,
Yeah.
but it was a dropped opportunity.
Yeah. Best gameplay I've ever played, but
Yeah.
the worst game I've ever played.
Yeah, so I wouldn't. I don't know if I want to go forward in time. I'll probably go back and try to clean up
Yeah.
what Phantom Pain did.
No, you should remake it, but remake 5.
You're fucking right.
Right?
You're fucking right.
There you go.
You're fucking right.
What's the easiest way to clean up a timeline? You just redo the problem. You make Skullface not Skullface. We're good.
Yeah,
Oh my god, why did they fucking ruin everything with that, dude?
I like Quiet.
Quiet's cool.
Yeah,
D-Dog's great.
D-Dog's the best thing in the whole game.
Yeah, dude. Dog
Never
with a
played
knife.
it. Nice.
Yeah.
That's
you can
sick.
sick him on people and he's like, it's fantastic.
You save him as a puppy too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Grows with you.
That's dope.
Dude, I'm just going to say the dumbest thing ever. So Naked Snake is supposed to be one of the greatest soldiers in the world, and he's like the only person he can do the events of Metal Gear Solid 3 because his teacher is the one who's like the problem. You know, and they're like, "Oh, you're her student. You're the only one who knows how to do this. You got to go in there." And then Metal Gear Solid 5 tells us that the main villain of Metal Gear Solid 5 was just so much better than Snake that he followed Snake throughout the entirety of Metal Gear Solid 3 and no one knew, just in case he failed, he'd be able to succeed. And it just, the fact that they make him a failsafe for who's supposed to be the biggest dick ever ruins his character in like one fucking low kick to the shins. And you're just like, oh well, great. I guess I didn't matter
Yeah.
because this dude was better than me and could have just solved it.
Right.
And then they just ruin more games, more than just that one. They ruin them all.
You think that was Kojima or?
I think that was Kojima burning bridges with Konami. I 100%
I think
so.
Kojima knew he was on the way out and was just giving you, fuck you, like
Yep.
to.
Just fucking their continuity. So
Exactly.
like, they can't do anything with it.
Just burn everything. I will say this too: the best games in Metal Gear Solid, the series, were co-written by somebody else and Kojima. The ones that start to go off the rails, so 4 and 5, were exclusively written by Kojima. So I think Kojima might just suck. But he's got good ideas.
I haven't played Death Stranding yet. I still gotta play it.
That's fair.
Death Stranding's good.
Yeah,
The
so
story's good.
If the story's good and he was the writer on that, then I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he was just burning bridges. Oh, maybe that's why, he's burning bridges, and then the main concept of Death Stranding is bridges. So he's building a new
damn.
bridge. Wow!
Probably.
Hell yeah. Thanks for listening to our podcast, guys.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to us. I appreciate it.
We love you.
Love you.
Love ya.
I don't love you.
Damn. Darius is mean. I guess Darius doesn't get pasta tonight. All right.
Dang.
I adore you.
Oh, thanks, guys. Goodbye.
Just because they say love you, and so that's the easy way out. That's a common thing to say.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like everybody else.
Yeah, Darius will go to your house and physically show you his love.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So,
Give it to you.
Dox yourself in the comments, and Darius will be on his way.
Only consensual love.
Yes, good. Just constantly. Bye, everybody.
Bye.